When I was in graduate school, people would talk about solution-focused brief therapy in very kind of general ways. I've come to realize that some of the general ways that they talk about this approach in were kind of myths and inaccurate. And one of those is that solution-focused brief therapy is a future-focused approach and we're not interested in history. Well, that's not true, because history is where you show your strength. And there's so much power in understanding your origin story. There's so much impact of understanding where you came from. And I just went through the tour of George Washington's mansion here in Mount Vernon, just outside of DC. And it was so interesting to see where the first president started and actually ended, where his life ended, but where like the American journey started and how this influential person spent his years on this planet. And it's very hard to understand. I'll say two things about history and why it's so important. It's very hard to have a true understanding of where we're going unless we've had an understanding of where we've been. And the other thing I'll say is the only way to truly understand your strength is to look in the past for your evidence of resources, past successes, the talent, and the things that make you you. Everybody's history is rich with stories and examples of your power and your strength showing up, and it's important to ask questions to help those things be highlighted in people's lives. I mean, this man led a life where 250 plus years later, 275 years later, whatever it is, people are still touring his home because his life was so rich with success and so rich with strength and dominance. But you know what? So is everybody's. Everybody's life is that way. It's just his was documented and he did some things that had a ripple effect that have gone on for centuries. But everybody's powerful and everybody's strong. And to do therapy without acknowledging your client's rich history of success would be a mistake. So don't fall for this narrative that solution-focused brief therapy is an approach about the future. That's not true, because you can't really have a connected future without understanding where somebody has been.